What do you notice here? Well, look at the buying coming in. So after the testing action, we push on up, we hold gains, look at the price action as we push on up, and now we have very good buying. This is certainly the largest wave we've made since this downtrend began. And when did this occur? This is what's important. When did this buying occur? Well, it occurred after the test. This would be yesterday's low. And then we've already tested it in the overnight. And now we're seeing the best buying emerge. Then after the best buying, what do we have here? We have a trading range. We can draw this like this. This bar feels a little climactic. We push on up. We have a trading range of sorts over here, which builds what? A little causality. But what do you think essentially we are doing here? What do you think all this action is doing? It's absorbing its way through the supply over here. And then from 1 to 2, what do you notice? What all we're doing here, you want to build a story of strength or weakness. Okay? And what we're doing here is we're building a very good story for strength. From 1 to 2, we push on up. Now, this is important because we make the highest high. And of course, we hold this here, absorbing our way through resistance. From 1 to 2, this is the drive up. 2 to 3, this is the reaction. Good quality buying, poor quality selling. 3 to 4, we push on up. Again, pushing up to making higher highs. So technically, we know, well, I mean, just look, just go like this. What are we doing now, essentially? Well, we're trending higher. Yeah, we have an uptrend. Very, very important. We push on up. This is reaction. We push on up, and this is the reaction. We do break down here. However, we are at the demand line. And what can you say about this? Well, I would say again, there's an inability to react here, isn't there? Look, rally up, reaction, rally up, reaction. So essentially, what are you seeing in these reactions from 2 to 3 and 4 to 5? Well, I'm reading this as either, I wouldn't read this as no supply. I'm reading this as a lack of selling pressure. Whilst at the same time, the buyers are making higher highs, an inability to push the market down. So coming into the market right here and now, we are attempting, this is, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 touches. This demand line has been respected. This is significant, as we know. We only have 3 touches to the upside. That's either here nor there. But with this as a simple demand line, it does have value. What is the specific area or action using our tools of analysis that gives you the license to look for longs? What is of great importance to you? It's a very intriguing question. I'm sure there will be different answers. I think for me, really, is this. This essentially is obviously a large trading range, and we have absorption beforehand. This is all very classic, isn't it? What would this essentially be? Yes, the major sign of strength. Then what would this essentially be? This should be the back up to the edge of the creek, and I don't see any supply here. So now, this is how I formulate most of my swing trading, don't I? On the 60-minute time frame, these charts like this are the utmost importance. And when I see this kind of action, it tells me to be very, very aggressive. What I also like about these kind of plays are, I'm just going deep into the setup here itself, but if you see this trading range like so, and we hold a high local level support, very, very close to resistance, we're absorbing our way through. So odds favor naturally that the market won't come back and test really deep into this area, because this is what we're doing here. We're absorbing the supply. Ergo, if you're taking the backup and you notice that an inability to react and you take a position here, your catastrophic stop would be under here. Okay. Now I'm just thinking from a higher time frame, because if the market breaks here, we could easily come down to here. When you're taking it back up to the edge of the creek and you have these, you have to remember, because I've traded many of these, even if you put your stop under here, often it can come back to test here.